Hi, hello, welcome. This is the Moho Diaries YouTube channel, and this is the interior tour of our Hymer B544 SL 2007 model. So this particular model has a rear entrance door to the habitation space, and the kitchen and the bathroom layout are right at the back. Kitchen on one side and bathroom on the other, and then you've got a large habitation space, an area to sit behind, which we'll come to in a minute. So logically we'll come through the entrance door. So there you are, that's our rear access in. Up a couple of steps, and there's an electronic step, but I won't show you that because it's too windy outside. So you come through, and then you've got a couple of things on the left hand side. So you've got storage lockers there. So each storage locker in motorhomes, a bit like being on a boat, has a catch to stop it coming open when you're driving along. So in that one we've just kept stuff that we need for when we go out. We've got a bag of our usual things for Marley, so balls, things like that. Bottom one we've got shoes in there, so if that one will open, there we go. I'll show you my shoes. Then we've got a sideboard, space for keys, and then some shelves in the corner. So we've just got tea, coffee, and our lucky cat up there. And then we've got a cupboard which was in the van when we bought it. So again, just in that, I've got loads of storage, bits of stuff for our medication, candles, and things like glue and other bits of crap, basically. Okay, and then as you come in, I'll just pan backwards so you can see the full length of it. So we've got a 3/4 height wardrobe there. So just open that for you and show you inside. Push the button catch, that comes open. And inside there, we've got a light, and then we've got one of these cheap IKEA foldable clothes containers with a couple of drawers in the bottom. One for me, one for Lorraine. It's not tidy at the moment, so sorry about that. What we found out when we installed that was that when we were driving, all of our clothes would actually slide to the front and fall out. So Lorraine's mum kindly put us in a couple of Velcro straps, so that just gives us a bit of protection across the front and stops anything falling on you when you go to open the wardrobe door after you've been driving. So that light goes off automatically when you close the door. Just close that. And then below that we've got the hot water cylinder, which is either run by gas or electric hookup. Back over to the counter area, we've got our 3-pin plug installed there, and then the controls for the hot water. And then above that you've got the control panel for the habitation space. So that shows us time, date. It gives us internal and external temperatures. Below that you've got battery readout, so that one's leisure battery because that's at the back. And then you've got the driving battery and the leisure battery again on voltage, and then press it again because we've got a solar system or a PV system. We're getting just about 3 amps, so 0.6 amp is charging the leisure, and then 2.6 amps are going towards the driving battery. Below that one we've got the water, so we're at 50% capacity of our fresh water, and then we've got nothing in our grey water tank at the moment. So that's that. Moving around, the kitchen area. So have a look down there, we've got our hob, which is folded down at the moment to give you a bit more space in the kitchen. That just lifts up, and then we've got our 3 burners and a splashback, and then a chopping area, and that lifts out with a sink below, and somebody's forgotten to do the washing up, so sorry about that, we get rid of that. Close that back down as well. So you've got all that kind of chopping area and prep area, and then as I said, that all folds up. Above that you've got a strip light just here, that turns on there, and then you've got an extractor fan as well, carbon monoxide detector just there, don't know if you can make that out, there we go. And then above that we've got our dry food cupboard, so all tins of things, pasta, all that kind of stuff. And then below the counter we've got 3 drawers, cutlery drawer, herbs, spices and other knickknacks. and then a deep drawer which we use for cereals, oils, fruit, potatoes and onions, that kind of stuff. And then the other side we've got two massive pan drawers, so we keep all of our plates. These are melamine plates, by the way. They look like china, but they're much lighter and more durable, so you can chuck them around. Not that I'm in habit of throwing them around, but. And then the bottom drawer, we've got all of our heavier stuff, so we've got our pans and such like in there. And then access to that, the same two drawers by this cupboard, but to be honest we don't really use that often. Spinning around again, we've got a massive, it's called a Dometic Tech Tower. So the bottom part of that is the fridge, then we've got the freezer above, and then the oven and grill. I'll just show you in there. We don't really use the oven that often apart from the grill function. So there's the grill, it's not that big but it's good enough for us. Below that we've got a freezer. Let's work out to open that. Nothing in there. These are all locked, by the way. There's a little catch there, so when you're driving along they don't come flying open. And then in there we've got a nice full fridge, which keeps me happy. And then spinning around again, so as you come up through the entrance you've got the bathroom door in front of you. So that's on a sliding door, so again that's on a little latch mechanism. So if I slide that open, show you inside there. So moving in, we've got a loo on the left. That's a Thetford loo with a cassette, which slides round and out the way if you want a bit more space. A mirror there, coming in. And then we've got a large corner storage area. Loads of storage in that. That's where you flush the loo and turn the lights on. Then in each of that, just quickly show you inside. So we've got a 12-volt thing for your electric toothbrush up there. And we keep all our toiletries and other bits and pieces for washing and doing the laundry. That's all in them. And some other storage up there. Up above that we've got a roof vent with a fly screen on it. And then on the other side of the van, or the bathroom should I say, we've got a separate shower. So apologies for the shaking. So that just, you press that button there and the shower screen comes around, and then you've got a full separate shower. So that's marked out on the floor there. Sink in front of us, just there. And then we've got a massive, well it's big enough for us anyway, a big old storage unit there where we keep our kitchen stuff and bathroom cleaning stuff in that one. Alright, and that's a bathroom, so close that one up. Alright, panning back round and then onto the living area. So just dividing the two, we've got one of these fancy slide open cupboards. It's not the most economical of space, we don't actually use it to its fullest, but we've got cups in there, and on the top row we've got all plastic bits and pieces, cheese grater and some boxes and some other bits and pieces. Coming back round, forgot to mention we've got it's called a Fantastic Fan, and we've only just realised that you can actually open that to the outside like this. So there we go. Turning that on, you can either have it blowing in or blowing out, so you can get lots of cold fresh air in or suck all the hot air out of the van. And then round to the living area. So we've got loads of space in here. So we've got a big sofa along the left hand side with a two-person table. Now that folds out to be a big single bed, and each of the couches have got a storage area underneath, so you can just about make that out there. So all of that storage, and I'll see if I can lift that up so you can have a look inside there. So there we go, and that's all accessible from outside. Pop that back down. I won't show you underneath the other one because it's a bit of a pain in the backside to do. But that's Marley's little area, or what's supposed to be his little area, but he seems to have everywhere to himself in the van and goes wherever he likes. And then we've got two passenger seats there, and that cushion with that bone on it. I'll move that out of the way. So that cushion's removable there, so you've got space for your legs if you've got carrying any passengers around with you. Let's have a look outside. So each window has a privacy blind that comes down like that. or you can pull it all the way up, and then in the top, I don't know if you see that clip there, that clips together, and then you've got a fly screen. So if you want to have all the windows open but no flies come in, then you can use that, or you can just press that there and then that opens up, and then you've just got outside to the elements. Moving around, so we've got 3 storage lockers either side. In that one we've got, let's have a look, so we've got our alcohol and drinks and some badly folded sheets. I won't show you in that one because that's our dirty clothes. And then in that one there we've got, what have we got in there? Okay, so we've got our stationery and bags. Coming back round to the other side, so in that narrow one there you've got our TV, so that's on a little catch there, press that in. So we upgraded the telly in this to, it's not that big, it's a 19-inch screen, but it's a lot lighter than the original one that was in there. That was a combined DVD Hymer thing, and it was a bit old and not particularly great picture. So we got that one on Amazon. It's about 100 quid or so, but it's good enough for us. We've got our Amazon Fire Stick plugged into that. Tend to stream films rather than watch anything on DVD. That closes up neatly out the way there, and then it's got a little catch just underneath, and that locks away. We didn't buy that clock, by the way, that was in the van when we got it. We just haven't got around to replacing it. So next door to that we've got the tech cupboard, so that's got a sky box, and then we've got a satellite system on the roof, so that's all the decoder for that, and it automatically tracks wherever you are and gets your terrestrial TV signals. And below that we've got our manuals, laptop and guidebooks. Next cupboard along, we've taken the shelf out of this one, but that's for all Marley's stuff. I think he's got about as much stuff as us. He's got another locker to himself, but we keep all his food in there, his toys, medication and all that stuff. And then last one, we've got our toiletries, toilet roll, kitchen roll, and then our vacuum in there, which is invaluable in here because going on the beach and having a dog, we need to keep the place tidy, and then having the vacuum is perfect for that. I forgot to mention that we've actually covered up all the factory upholstery. It's not really to our taste, so we've just got some cheap IKEA throws that we can take off and wash. That's the original kind of fabric. It's quite expensive to have the the driving seats covered, so we've left those as they are for the moment. But currently in camper mode, so both the passenger and the driver's seat spin round to face the habitation area. So that's all as it is. If we move into that area, I can show you the table. So Lorraine and I often sit there. That kind of slides around, and you can move it around, or you can remove it entirely. We did have a massive table that was probably about 3/4 of the length of this sofa here. You can see the 4 holes where it's connected into the floor, but we prefer the space, and to be honest it's too big for the 2 of us. And then you'll notice these little things in the floor, so these lead through to the under that one you've got the fresh water tank, so if you want to top it up or clean it out, you've got access to that tank in there. And then spinning around behind me, you've got the grey water one there, and then that one, I'll show you in that one, that gives access through to the double floor, which is something Hymers have. So you've got loads of storage under there as well, and that's all accessible from outside, but you just about make out our spare wheel in there and the edge of an outdoor table. That's there. Right, so last thing, you're probably thinking, well, where do we sleep? So I don't know if you've noticed that little area there. So A-class or B-class motorhomes have a bed above the cab, which is kind of why we went for this one, so we wouldn't have to make a bed up every night, and we kind of wanted the space to lounge around in the actual habitation area. We're both pretty lazy and like lying on sofas, so that was perfect for us. So that's we get that out. It takes a couple of minutes each night. What we need to do, I'll just show you. On the side of each chair you've got a twisty knob there, that's spring loaded, that just drops down like that. Do that on that side. Same there on that side. And if you notice at the top, we've got like a seat belt safety mechanism to stop it falling down on your head when you're driving. Just open that, and then these are on like boot lift hydraulic rams, so that's quite easy to fold down. So that's our bed in there, and you sleep left to right. So one person's in the coffin, as Lorraine likes to call it. That's at the back. It's a bit of a pain when you have to get over each other at night, but that's just part and parcel of this layout. And then we've got a ladder in this bit here. I won't get it out, we don't really use that, we just climb over the sofas and jump into bed. But yeah, quite neatly designed. And then to pull it up, what you do, lean back and do that with one arm, and that's it. That's the bed away. So quite a straightforward thing really. What I'm going to do now is show you the cab area. So you just about make out, so we've got our screen there on the stereo, that's linked to our reverse camera at the back. Driver's area, you've got driver's door, you don't have the door on the passenger side, and when we're parked up we use that little area down there to store our recycling. Over on that side we've got a level, so that's front and back, left and right. It's quite important in a motorhome because you don't want to be on level, because you get real bad backache very quickly when you go to sleep in bed. Panning round, we've got our holder for our phone. We use that rather than the sat nav system because it's quite old. I've got a little mascot there, you Schnarf. Then you've got a centre console with a bin. So that's just got a load of stuff related to the van, wipes for the windscreen, and you've got the passenger side glove box and some other storage areas there. These blinds all fold shut, by the way, for keeping more privacy and keeping the sun out, and that's that. And then the other side here, just open that up, I'll just close it for you again because you didn't see me do that. So in there you've got another storage compartment, that's where the passenger door would be, but we keep all of our TV remotes and things like that in there. So I think that's pretty much it. Oh, I forgot to mention, we've got a big old roof light in the middle, helps to keep it bright in here. Again, that's got a slider for fly screen and to close it off to keep it dark, and then a little winder, it's a bit like a sunroof. So I think that's it, pretty much. That's everything. So thanks for watching. This is the interior tour of our Hymer B544 SL.